in this, the contents which I have planned, definition of time management, elements of time management, tips to become master of your time, phases in time management, benefits of time management. So these are the contents which I have planned to discuss. So basically time management मतलब क्या है? What people used to think time management मतलब we have to manage the time. Time को हम manage करना ऐसा है. Actually we are not managing the time. What we are managing is we are managing ourselves, and also we are managing others, and also we are managing our work. So we are managing ourselves and others and our work. This is the time management. And let us see the definition for time management. Time management is the act or process of planning and exercising conscious control over the amount of time spent on specific activities, especially to increase effectiveness, efficiency, or productivity. So time management is an act or process of planning and exercising conscious control over the amount of on specific activities, especially to increase effectiveness, efficiency, or productivity. You see the underlined words amount of time spent on specific activities. See, those are activities hoga. So some specific activity only we have to concentrate. So how we are managing those activities successfully, that is very important for increasing the effectiveness, efficiency, and productivity. Let us see how we can manage all those things. So what does time management do for you, your job, your group, or your organization? Because see, this time management is a basic topic. Everyone needs time management. Everyone will be interesting to manage the time properly. So what it will help, in what way it will help if we manage the time properly for us, for our job, for our group, or for our organization. This is all those things. So there is a definition for time management. Systematic priority-based structuring of time allocation, priority-based structuring of time allocation and distribution among competing demands. See, there are so many demands will be there. Every day, so many demands will be there. We have to prioritize all those demands, and we have to one by one, we have to take and attend the demands. Since time cannot be stored and its availability can neither be increased beyond or nor decreased from the 24 hours, the time budgeting is said to be the more appropriate one. So हम लोग को तो मालूम है budget मतलब क्या है. Budget, see, government is doing budget, and in home also we are doing budgeting, and we will allocate some amount of our salary for the month's expenditure, isn't it? Like that, time also, everybody will have 24 hours only. So the 24 hours, how we are utilizing time, that is called time budgeting. So time management, the proper definition we can say as time budgeting. Systematic priority based. See, for prioritizing, I have a small video for you that is very interesting, because prioritizing is very, very important in time management. So how we are giving importance to our day-to-day activities. So many to-do lists we may have, and we have to give priority for all those tasks. Which one will be the first one, next, like that. In that way, we can manage the time properly. So priority-based structuring of time allocation and distribution among competing demands. So many demands will be there. We have to distribute properly to do the tasks successfully. And since time cannot be stored and its availability can neither be increased beyond nor decreased from 24 hours, the term time budgeting is said to be more appropriate one. So I hope all will agree that the term time budgeting. So let us see the next slide. There are some elements of time management. Any concept or any important matter, there are some elements, important elements, combination of important elements. Likewise, time management also has some important elements like skill, tools, and techniques used to manage time. These are one of the important elements. Skills required, tools required, techniques required to manage the time. And planning, allocating, setting the goals, delegation, analysis of time spent, monitoring, organizing, scheduling, and prioritizing. So these are the very important elements of time management. So what we have discussed what the definition of time management and the next elements of time management. Like skills, what skills we require? See, suppose we may do some work. For example, I will tell you cooking. We are preparing some tea or coffee or any cooking, items we are planning to cook. So that is a skill, cooking also a skill. So for that, some items you require 10 minutes, some item you require 30 minutes. So for how many people you require to cook and so many ingredients you require. So everything systematically you keep it ready, and step by step if you do it, and you can complete within specific duration of time properly. That is your skill. Like that, anything, not only cooking, your day-to-day activities or your trade related skill for programming or DTPO work or architecture or welding, fitting, whatever it may be. So skills, tools, and techniques used to manage the time is very important element which we have to consider. And planning, allocation, setting goals, delegation, analysis of time spent. We are spending the time to do particular operation, and we have to analyze the time which we have spent. Sometimes we may spend more time than the required time. Those time we can avoid if we analyze the times we spent. So that is why analyzing the time spent is very important. And monitoring, we may have a group. So you see, alone we can't do any operation. So we should have a group. So teamwork is very important. So when we work with a team, and monitoring is very important. Then organizing, scheduling, and prioritizing. You see, I told you, prioritizing is very important in time management. So we'll have a clip after this presentation. So these are the important elements of time management. And so far we have discussed about our official work or business or work activities. Is time management is only helpful for our official purpose? No, it's not only for our official work, and it is also day-to-day activities. See, like starting from we will get up and every activity, everybody will have 24 hours only per day. So how we allocate the time for playing or our personal work, and you can see some of the clips doing exercise and recreation, gardening, brushing teeth, whatever it may be. We are spending our time. So everything is involved. So we have to see to utilize the time properly. So what we agree that time management is a system combination of process, tools, techniques, and methods. So it is a combination of process. Process, when we do some work from input, process, output. So we have some input. We are performing the skill is the process, and to perform the skill we need so many tools and equipments. So that is also very important. And techniques, which technique we are using, we are applying to perform the skill, that is also very important. And what method we are considering to do the job, that is also very important. So the time management is a system combination of processes, tools, techniques, and methods. So you see, the time crunch, we may have a lot of work to do. So we'll have, we have to do priority, and we have to do, to-do list, and what are the important things first, which is very important. Then next, like that. multitasking. So we need to do a lot of work. You see, you know very well, multitasking is our Windows is a multitasking operating system. So much of work, so many tasks we can do in a single window. Like that, as a human being, we have so lot of work to do in a day. So that is called multitasking. So every work we can't take in a day to complete it. So if we take all the work, if we consider all the work, then we will get confused and it leads to stress. So I thought of discussing stress management also after this brief discussion about time management. So because when we take everything in hand, we have a lot of work, lot of tasks without scheduling or without giving priority, which one will be first, which one will be the next, then it leads to a lot of confusion. So multitasking means multi-pressure. So we should not take as granted, and we should not take a lot of work at a time. You see some visuals, and see multitasking. We have to manage a lot of activities, so much work, and so multitasking. And you see, when we have a lot of work and when we get pressure, then we will be tensed and stress. It leads to stress. So we have to manage our time properly. See how to manage the time properly to become masters of our own time. To become the master of our own time, we have some of the suggestions. Take first 30 minutes of every day to plan your day. See, when we get up, we have to plan. See, for example, take 30 minutes for every day to plan your day. Don't start your day until you complete your time plan. The most important time for your day is the time you schedule your time. So we have a task to do, very important task to do, and it may require few days to complete it or few weeks to complete it. So to complete the task within the particular duration of time or scheduled time, we have to plan. So every day we have to plan. So a lot of work will be involved. So every day when we get up, 30 minutes, we have to plan for that. Don't start your day until you complete your time plan. The most important time of your day is the time you schedule your time. So scheduling is very important. So to do first, second, third, fourth, like that. So that is very important. Then carry a schedule and record all your thoughts, conversation, and activities. See, after making a schedule, we should not leave it somewhere. We have to keep with us so that time to time we can check. So carry the schedule and your thoughts, conversation, and activities. See how much time is actually spent producing results and how much time is wasted on unproductive thoughts, conversation, and actions. See, we have a task to do and we are doing that. Sometimes we may spend, unknowingly, we may waste our time. So when we check, what and all we have done, then we will come to know that this is not required and these are all not required. That can be avoided to do our work properly. So that is very important. See how much time is actually spent producing results and how much time is wasted on unproductive thoughts, conversation, and actions. So that unproductive thoughts and unproductive conversations and actions, we can avoid it. So to-do list get longer and longer to the point where they are unworkable. So to-do list get, we may have to-do list. So if we keep on doing, the list will be increasing. That we have to avoid. We should have a list, then we have to complete it one by one. And assign, share the workload. See, we ourselves, one person, like a one-man army, we cannot complete the task. So we should have teamwork. We have to share our work with our family members or with our group members or team members, depending upon our work. And scheduling. Schedule your task when they will begin and end. For example, it means so a lot of work. It may be a construction of a house, or it may be conducting of a short-term course, or conducting of a long-term course, whatever it may be. So we may have a schedule when we will begin, when it will be end. It may be a monthly schedule or a weekly schedule or whatever it may be. So schedule means what? We should have when we will begin and when it has to be end, so that the progress can be checked properly. Then plan to spend at least 50% of your time engaged in the thoughts, activities, and conversations that produce most of your results. So we have to consider this also. 50% of your work, we have to think about that, what progress. That is why we have to make the schedule when it will be starting and when it has to be end, and day-to-day activities. So that 50% of our time we have to engage with considering the progress and every activities. Put up a do not disturb sign when you absolutely have to get work done. See, when we have made a schedule and we have a plan and we have started our work, then some disturbance may come. So that time we should not concentrate on those disturbances because our time schedule and whatever we have planned, it will be wasted, and we will spend unproductive results. So we have to avoid all those things. We can say don't disturb. So don't disturb. We should say please do not disturb. We should not involve all those unproductive activities. And remember that it's impossible to get everything done. So we also should remember that everything is not possible. So we should make a schedule and plan, work towards that properly without wasting our time. And let us see the next. And you see some golden thoughts about time. Nothing is a waste of time if you use the experience wisely. Nothing is a waste of time. People will say, no, waste of, and this is waste of, this is waste of time. So nothing is a waste of time if you use the experience wisely. So if we use the experience wisely, there is no waste of time. And time is life. Therefore, waste your time and waste your life, or master your time and master your life. So these are a few golden thoughts. And next slide. So there are phases in time, only few more slides on time management. Then we have to go to stress management. Phases in time management. There are so many phases in time management. Like when we schedule, we were discussing about scheduling and planning. Like planning, scheduling, organizing, discussing, allocation, and if few more things are there, we can add. So in time management, what are the important phases? First, to plan. We have to plan. Again, which I have mentioned, it may be a short-term program or a long-term program, or maybe a construction of a house. First, we will plan foundation, first stage, second stage, third stage, like that. Then schedule a week time, few weeks time, or 1 month, 2 months time, like that. And we have to organize. We need, money we need, and manpower we need, and a lot of works we have to purchase. All those things are involved. So we have to organize all those things. Then we can discuss with people. If it is a personal work, we can discuss with our family members. If it is an official work, we can discuss with our senior officers or subordinates or our colleagues, so that they may have their own experience. It will also help us to do our work systematically and properly. That is why discussion is very important. And allocation, if possible, we can allocate. Not if possible necessarily. If when we are working in a team, we have to allocate some work to our team members. And if it is again personal work, we can allocate our family members the work with our family members. So in this way, we can manage the time properly. Even anything else also we can add here. These are the phases, important phases in time management. Then obstacles. Obstacles means what? Constraints or some problems which will come when we manage the time effectively. What are the obstacles? too many things at once. See, we should not take too many things at once. So one by one, we have a schedule, we have a plan, then one by one, we have to take it and complete it. Then only next we should go. So once we take too many things at once, then we will not complete our work properly. Then it leads to stress, mental stress and physical stress. Fatigueness is a physical stress, and mental stress also will develop if we do not manage the time properly. And always work no time for leisure or play means, then these are also obstacles for time management. So what we have to do, first recognize that obstacles exist. So what are the problems or obstacles gives us to stop our work or to disturb to manage our time, that we have to identify. Then employ strategies to overcome. Then we have to step-by-step procedures we should plan and work towards that to overcome that problems. Then in that way we can manage the time properly. Some benefits of time management. Let us see some of the benefits of time management. So if we manage the time properly, then efficiency, we will be more efficient than without managing the time or without scheduling the time. So once we follow the time management properly, we will be more efficient. Then we will be more successful also, and we will be healthy because systematically we are planning our time and systematically managing our time, systematically completing our time. So efficient, successful, healthy. All these are the benefits. So what we have discussed so far, we are setting the goals and prioritizing, organizing, and learn when to say no. Use your waiting time. Waiting time, sometimes we have to wait for 1 hour or 2 hours or even half an hour. We can utilize those waiting time also as a useful time. So that is also important points in time management. And concentrate on the task at hand. So what are the tasks we are in our hand that we have to concentrate, we have to work towards that. We should not think one more work we have, that also we have to do, this also we have to do. Whatever work we have in our hand, that we have to concentrate and do it and complete it. Then we can go to the next task. And consider your personal prime time. Everybody will have their own personal and important time. That also very important. And celebrate the success. Once we complete it may be a small task or small job or a short-term program or a long-term program, whatever it may be. Once we successfully completed, we have to celebrate it. We have to feel happy, share that happiness with our colleagues, family, and friends. So these are the important things, and which I have discussed about the time management. And then now we will start stress management. It is also only 20 minutes. Then 5 minutes I want to demonstrate you pranayama, because stress, in stress management, what is stress, what are the types of stress, and how to manage the stress. And one demonstration for a simple pranayama which busts the stress. And one more, which I have told you, prioritizing. I'll show you a small clip. With that, I will end time management, and then we can start stress management. Thank you. Now I'll show you one a small clip, a small film on prioritizing, because prioritizing is very important in time management. 1 or 2 minutes only this clip. Time management, priority. I have opened that a clip. I don't know. New share. Okay, a new share. You want to share that? I'm not getting that, film to share. I can see that.
Sir, you have to share your desktop so that your PPT can be.
Desktop is there, madam. I want to share one film, which is not. See, I have a film now. This one I want to share. One small clip is there, 2 minutes only.
Yeah, so that clip has to be in your D drive or F drive, and then you can just.
It's there, madam. Yeah, on the desktop only. It is on the
okay.
desktop. I'm struggling to share it. I don't know how to share. See, new share I clicked. New share I clicked. And
so you stop sharing your screen and then,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, madam. Stop share.
And
Okay, stop
then
share.
and just open your video. Keep it
Yes,
ready.
madam.
To share it.
It's ready, madam. Open. Can you see, madam, this one?
Maybe it takes few minutes, sir.
Is visible, madam?
Only no, not
Madam?
yet. Not yet, sir. Not yet.
This is madam?
No, sir, I'm not getting that prompt for sharing desktop. Like
Okay.
I was for PPT, for video. That.
See, okay.
Sir, I think you are the co-host. 1 second. So by what name have you logged in? SRA?
Saravana. Saravana M. Yes.
You are the co-host. Yeah. You'll have to share.
Saravana M. Madam. Okay. Share screen.
Share screen.
In that movie, I have a small clip on desktop.
Sir, the procedure will be the same. Like for PPT or any other thing, the procedure is the same. It's just the difference in the file. It was PPT and now it is video clip.
Okay, madam.
Now we.
Yes, madam.
We get a. Yeah, now we see your screen.
Okay, madam. Okay.
DGT
now,
website.
only 1-2 minutes film only. It's very interesting.
Okay.
Ah.
Time management priority.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Okay.
Hey. You can see, madam, this one?
It's still opening, sir. We can see your screen, but the file is still opening actually for us.
You can see, madam, that priority?
No, sir, not yet. The movie is not playing. Maybe it's just buffering.
Okay, it's not coming. The content because time is short only. One more very important presentation is there on stress management. It will not take more than 20 minutes. So before that, that priority, what it was, we have, there is a jar. So one professor keep the jar in front of the students, and where he used to keep the big stones and small pebbles and sand and water. So which is very important for our life. Only the concept. First, the professor will pour the water, then second sand, and then small pebbles, then big stones. Then one by one, when he drop inside the jar, then few big stones will be left outside. Then second time he will try putting big stones inside the jar. All the stones will go inside. Then small pebbles he will keep inside, and he will shake little bit and everything will go inside. Then sand he will put, he will shake a little bit and everything will go. Then he will pour the water and everything will be set right. So the important message for our life is priority. We have to give priority to big things like our family, friends, and our health. This is very important, like a big stone. Small pebble, sands, and all very minor issues. If we concentrate minor issues, then big things we will forget it. So priority is very important. This is the message with that clip. So that I could not play. So with that, I will conclude the time management session. Now I would like to show you the stress management as a part of my plan. Stress management and time management cannot be, we cannot make it, separate, because once we manage the time properly, then automatically we can also control our stress. If we do not control or if we do not maintain our time properly, manage the time properly, and it will lead to stress definitely. That's why time management and stress management I have combined. So let us see what is stress management and how to manage the stress and all. This PowerPoint presentation consists of the definition of stress management and stress at workplaces, factors give stress and stress related disorders, stress management, tips to manage the stress, and practice simple pranayama for immediate benefit. These are the 7 important points which I would like to discuss. Let us see what is stress. Stress is a physical and emotional state always presence in person. So it will, everybody will have stress with him or her. So it is a physical and emotional state. Okay? It will be always presence in a person. And stress typically describes a negative concept that can have an impact. Time to time, people are coming and asking for admit. I'm doing that. Stress typically describes a negative concept that can have an impact on one's mental and physical well-beings. So a negative concept, if I told you everybody will have stress, if the stress is increasing, then it leads to negative concept. So it will affect a person's mental and physical well-beings. So once we have a stress, how we stress will develop when we have a work, then again and again lot of work we will get, then stress will develop. So this picture you can see this, the person is with the stress because a lot of work she is getting. And workplace, let us discuss about the workplace stress. Workplace stress is the harmful physical and emotional response that occurs. Workplace stress is the harmful physical and emotional response that occurs when there is a poor mismatch between job demands and the capabilities, resources, or needs of the worker. See, a company will be good, an individual or a worker or a staff will be good. But if there is no match between both employee and the employer, there you can find stress. Stress will develop. So workplace stress always mismatch with the employee and the employer. This is about workplace stress. And work stress also called as occupational stress. Stress employees experience in the workplace. So, some clips related to workplace stress and factors which contributes to workplace stress. A variety of factors contribute to workplace stress, such as negative workload, isolation, it is loneliness, feeling loneliness, extensive hours, hours worked, toxic work environments, difficult relationships among co-workers and management, and lack of opportunities to motivation to advancement in one's skill level. So factors which contributes in workplace stress are negative workload. Mentioned that a person may be an intelligent person, thus when the employee joins afterwards, his workload he may not like or it may not match the person. So it will be considered as negative workload. And a person may like to work with groups, and in some places he may not have a team. So he may feel loneliness. At that time, stress may lead. And extensive work hours. See, for example, in a company or a factory, 8 hours only a person should work. If he works more than 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, then working hours will be more, then that time stress will increase. And toxic work environment. See, when a person works in a chemical industry or a fertilizer industry, with proper measures he has to, take care. Otherwise, he will not feel secured. So because it is a toxic work environment, that time a person may feel stress. And difficult relationship among co-workers and management. So always we should have a good relationship with in between employee and employer. If the relationship is not good, then definitely stress leads. And lack of opportunities or motivation to advancement in one's skill level. A person joins in a company, he will always think for his progress. So if there is no progress and there is no motivation, then he will feel fatigueness, which leads to stress. So these are the factors which will influence stress-related disorders. You see stress, some pictures, when we feel stressful, a person may not bite a system like this, but we feel like, like that. And stress-related disorders including psychological disorders, depression, anxiety. These are the psychological disorders. If stress level is increasing, developing, a person will feel depression and anxiety. These are psychological related disorders. And other types of emotional strains like dissatisfaction. Whatever they get, it may be a food or it may be a job. He may not be satisfied with that. It leads to emotional strain also. So these are the stress-related disorders. Then it also decreases a person's performance. A person 60% of work, then it reduces his performance if he is having more stress. And also it leads to mental and physical health problems. So these are stress, and we have to manage the stress. So far we have discussed about stress, workplace stress, what are the problems with the stress or stress related disorders. So let us see how to manage the stress. You can see the simple clip, it's like a balloon, and you can see burst the stress. That is nothing but stress management. how to manage the stress and what is the importance of stress management, we will see within few minutes. Stress management encompasses techniques intended to equip a person with effective coping mechanisms for dealing with the psychological stress. Stress management encompasses techniques intended to equip a person with the effective coping mechanisms for dealing with the psychological stress. You see, we have discussed if stress leads, then it leads to psychological disorders. So stress management will help that person to overcome from those problems and effectively cooperating with mechanisms to deal properly. That is one advantage of stress management. Then stress management is often the most useful approach for preventing stress at work. So if we manage the stress properly, then in workplace stress, we will not have any problem. Then let us see some tips to manage the stress. All stress is not bad. You see, in the first slide itself, we have discussed stress is a mental and physical state. And when it leads, then it will be a problem for an individual. Stress can initiate change, help us focus on the task at hand to achieve good result. Definitely. When stress builds up, it can result in opposite. So a little stress, or if we have the urge, fire to achieve, to be successful, then that is also a kind of stress. If it is more, if it is increasing beyond a limit, then it leads to opposite results. The first tip in managing the stress is recognize your stressors. So which gives the stress, that we have to recognize. That is the first tip in managing the stress. We have to identify which element or who is giving stress. The next step is to put each of them in their place. The next thing is we have to keep it out. We have to avoid that. So for very important tips for stress management is we have to identify who is giving stress and we have to keep away from us. And next one, immediate relief from stress. See, suppose when we have a lot of workload and we are stressful, that time immediate to get immediate relief, what we have to do, so many tips are there. These are the following is the general tips which experts used to tell. Take deep breath and count numbers, maybe 1 to 10 or 1 to 20 or 1 to 25. You will definitely feel relaxed. Take a deep breath and count numbers, which adds oxygen to your system, which almost instantly helps you to relax. This is fact. This is a fact. You can try when you are stressful. Immediately you will get relaxed. You will be relaxed. And tips for reducing stress. People can learn to manage stress and lead happier, healthier lives. So when we manage the stress properly, definitely people will lead a happy and healthier lives. And you see some other stress management tips. Friendly, we have social network, talk to our friends, and if we are in a noisy environment, we can avoid those noisy environment. And self limitations, we should have some limitations. If we have a lot of things, if you do all those things, and do exercise regularly. And diet also very important. If we have healthy diet, and it will reduce the stress, and very properly should have proper sleep, and time management is very important to avoid a problem related to stress. Then meditation is very important. And keep positive attitude. Positive attitude is when I can be stress free. I can manage my time. That is called positive attitude. Yes, I can do. believe, I believe that I can do. Accept that there are events that you cannot control. Sometimes you may not follow your schedule tasks to do. You may not come. Should not feel that I have not done, I have not done, I have not done. You think no problem. Take it easy. Is it okay? So accept that there are events that you cannot control. Be assertive instead of aggressive. You have confidently you work, not so aggressive. Assert your feelings, opinions, or beliefs instead of becoming angry or defensive. We should not be defensive or angry. We should have confidence. We should work confidently. That is assertiveness. And these are the tips. Then learn and practice relaxation techniques. Learn and practice relaxation techniques, meditation and yoga. These are also very important tips for stress management. Exercise regularly. Your body can fight stress better when it is fit. Exercise, always you need not to look for gym. You can go for a walk, or you can do some exercises in your home itself. That is important. See, doing yoga, sleeping, having good food, proper food, exercise, and taking care of our health. These are the tips for managing the stress. Eat healthy, well-balanced food. Learn to manage your time more effectively. Make time for hobbies and leisure. Get enough rest and sleep. Your body needs time to recover from stressful events. So these are the tips. So, and above all, believe yourself. So we should believe that we will manage the time properly. We will manage the stress properly, and we can complete our work properly like that. So believe is very important. Belief becomes your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values become your destiny. So all will have, we have aim to achieve it, that is the destiny. For that we have to believe first. So believe, thoughts, words, actions, habits, values, everything is very important if we manage the time and manage the stress properly. So now I told you, I hope we have started 5-10 minutes late. Now only 5 more minutes. I request the participants, please do this pranayama. I used to conduct yoga classes in our institute, and this pranayama anytime. It need not to be early morning or empty stomach, and only thing you have to sit in a calm place or any place. You make yourself that you are free from stress, and practice the pranayama like this. Keep your 2 fingers on the forehead in between your eyebrows, then one nostril, use left nostril with little finger and ring finger, then with your thumb, right nostril. So this I'd like to demonstrate. With that, this session will be end. And this is how to do, theoretically, how to do pranayama, that I will explain you. Closing the nostrils and inhale, exhale only. Let me demonstrate. You can practice on many of you, you may know, most of you know how to do this pranayama. I hope you can hear me, or I can see the video. So, see, pranayama, and it is exhale, then next nostril, inhale, the pass, without exhale. Like this, you can do so many times, so many rounds. So you can close your eyes. You can see. Keep like this. This is also very important tips for management. Pranayama, Nadi Suddhi. Okay, like this. Left nostril and right nostril, and like this. Sit straight. Get close your eyes. Release the breathe out with your right nostril. Then open your left nostril by closing the right nostril with your thumb. Inhale as much as you can. Inhale with your left nostril. Then close few seconds for few seconds. Then exhale right nostril. Slowly exhale through right nostril. Then again inhale through right nostril. Inhale through right nostril. Close your right nostril for a few seconds. Release through left nostril. This is one round. So like this, you can do many rounds. Only 3 rounds you do, you will feel the difference. You will be very much relaxed. Very important stress relieving tips, stress management tips. And I know you may practice, or you are all practicing. Some of you may practice regularly, and it is very important tips for managing the stress. So with this, I conclude my time management and stress management presentation. If you have any doubts related to this, you can ask me. Both the presentations I will share with you. I will share. I have contacts of all of you, and I have the contact details of your teachers, section in charges. This through WhatsApp group, and you can share both the stress management and time management PowerPoint presentation, and also for prioritizing one film I told you 2 minutes film, that also I will. Thank you for listening to my class. Now you can ask me any doubts or any discussions. You are welcome. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Presentations, time management and stress management. Any discussions or anybody, any clarifications, they can ask me.
Sir, I'll unmute everybody. You can stop sharing your screen.
I have to stop sharing my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay, madam.